So when you talk about alienating your true nature for men specifically, is that what you're referring to? Is just being active, being productive? Like what would you identify as being our true nature that you would alienate by pursuing these more destructive activities and behaviors?
Well, I think I'm going to go back to an analogy that comes from my Marine Corps roots, and that is slaying dragons. Um, when I was when I joined the Marine Corps, there was this really popular commercial where you had this guy came out. There was a massive dragon. He slayed the dragon, and then all of a sudden he was in his dress blues and he became a U.S. Marine. And that's the commercial
Right. I've
that
seen that
got.
one. I remember that one.
Yeah, that commercial is responsible for, I think, thousands of young men signing up back in the
I'm
1990s.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
And I think the what it comes down to is we need some sort of dragon to slay in our lives. Now that doesn't have to be necessarily be a violent fight. It doesn't necessarily have to be you know, joining the military or anything like that. But I think the process of going out there and trying to conquer something, no matter what it is, that could be a business, that could be your career, that could be trying to be the best father you're trying the best father you can be. But
Hmm.
whatever it is, we need something to slay. We need something to fight.
I don't think that this is like new information, right? I think a lot of people talk about this. I think we as men inherently know we have to have some sort of battle to fight. That's what John Eldridge talks about. It's deep in his heart, every man longs for a battle to fight, an adventure to live, and a beauty to rescue. Like I don't think this is new information, but why do you think so many guys struggle with finding their purpose or their mission or their battle or their dragon or however you want to term it? I think this is something a lot of guys struggle with. Do you have any clues as to why that is?
I think in a lot of ways it's because we become passive. We become very passive in what we do. And so how do we become passive? I guess is the better way to phrase that. And I'll go back, I guess, to what we do at the Warrior Soul podcast. Um, if you look at how men end up joining the military, for a lot of men, that's actually a revolutionary act, right? When I grew up, you know, like I said, without a dad. My mom didn't want me to join the military. My family didn't want me to join the military. Most of my friends told me I was a fool for joining the military, right?
Mm.
When I ended up getting out, right? And that was the first thing, the only thing I'd done up to that point that was for myself, right? My mom wanted me to go to college. My mom wanted me to go to grad school. She wanted me to get these degrees. And what happened was when I ended up getting out, I came off of my own plan and I started following everybody else's, right? Going to college, right? Getting that piece of paper that says, hey, now I'm educated now I could go do a job, right?
Hmm.
Um, Going out, trying to find a secure career, and then following the script, settling down, trying to get the white picket fence and all that stuff. Um, and the thing for me was that at the time, that was kind of like putting a square peg in a round hole. Um, it wasn't where I really belonged, but I kept lying to myself and telling myself, this is what I have to do. This is how I need to live my life. And I think what happens for a lot of men is, and this is not to say that men should forgo their responsibilities, but it's to say that a lot of men give up that warrior archetype entirely because they don't find it useful anymore.